remains, is cheese bad for you or good for you? Well, there's one person who can answer that, and that's Rosemary Stanton.
Most people know that cheese is an excellent source of protein and calcium, and most people also know that it's high in saturated fat. In countries where people eat a lot of butter or full cream milk products, there's a high incidence of heart disease, but the same situation doesn't apply to cheese. When we look at cheese consumption and heart disease in different countries, there's absolutely no correlation. People in Mediterranean countries eat far more cheese than we do in Australia, and yet they have much less heart disease. It could be that people in Mediterranean countries are protected against heart disease because they eat so many fruits and vegetables and plenty of bread and olive oil, and they drink red wine. Maybe these foods offer so much protection that their high intake of cheese doesn't matter. But it's also possible that when we make cheese, the protein is changed by the helpful bacteria during the fermentation process, and this somehow works against the effects of the saturated fat. The point of this story is that we may need to look beyond one aspect of a food, such as its saturated fat, and look at the whole diet. Because we don't yet know why cheese doesn't correlate with heart disease, most nutritionists are a bit reluctant to tell everyone that it's okay to eat a lot of cheese. But if we can find out why people in countries where they do eat a lot of cheese don't have heart disease, we may be able to eat it with a clear conscience. In the meantime, my advice is to eat cheese with other foods that don't contain a lot of saturated fat. For example, for lunch you might have some crusty bread, a nice salad, some olive oil, and a glass of wine. Cheers.